everybody. Welcome to Legend of Dead. I wanted to say Dread, but that didn't sound right. I'm your host, Theo, and we have a special guest who is here for the first time, Brendan.
Oh, gosh.
And that's it. Nobody else is here.
No, wait, he was in the
Just
last
me.
episode.
He
Well,
was
that's what you get for making me introduce him.
an episode. Look, hey, I'm Brendan. Hello. Nice to meet you. Nice to be talking. You know,
We're trying to give him as many plugs as possible in case there are any writing or acting recruiters from Hollywood who.
I'm not trying to do any acting. My goodness, that's
Okay,
As people will find as I try to do impressions while I'm reading, it's I don't know the accents. We're not good at that.
Okay, extremely literate, bad at accents. Got it.
Oh, you want accents? Matt will give them to you.
I'm giving that double guns fingers with a wink kind of vibe. Like, hey,
Hey.
appreciate you watching. Boom.
By the way, interesting fun fact I heard. Apparently, in all cultures, it is never offensive to do a double-fingered point. Like, and that's why you'll see a lot of flight attendants doing that. Like, when you're pointing at someone like you, it's some people it's like very offensive, or
Right.
just like.
At Disney
Not-
World, you have to point with two fingers. You can't point with
Yeah.
Who would
I
like to
didn't
know
know
why?
I
Because-
just assume. Okay. Yeah.
Disney was a big fan of the cigarette. So in all of his photos, he would be holding a cigarette between two fingers. So they
I
had
don't
to.
think that's the reason.
That's the reason.
No,
So
that's a good reason. Sure.
they edited out all his cigarettes and made it be like, oh, Disney's just a guy who did that.
Randy,
Not 'cause he was
editing note.
smart.
Let's find a picture of Walt Disney holding a cigarette between two fingers and doing like an extra smile. You know,
Doing an extra
Randy
smile?
editing note. Figure if that's bullshit or not. I don't know.
like a very wink kind of smile. I'm sure it doesn't exist, but you'll figure it out.
I was
Randy
thinking that
editing
you were
note.
asking me to Photoshop a second mouth onto him.
Hey, if you feel like that's what that entails, go for it.
Randy editing note.
Matt, I did a quick check. Oh, sorry.
No, keep interrupting him. If you can't get it out, I don't have to do it.
Randy does not want more
So
editing notes.
essentially, I just googled that, and Matt, I'm seeing some comments that seem to point towards that. But again, a two-finger point is just not offensive to anybody. So I think Disney would also, as a company, stress that they should use it.
Randy editing note. Cut out everything Theo just said.
Alright, I'm just gonna...
Including the part where I said what you said was valid or seems valid.
Hey, you know what? It's
Keep that
an
part
editing
in.
note.
Keep that
it
part
becomes
out in.
law as soon as it's said. Any editing note has to be done.
Ugh. Unless
Anyway,
I cut
like
it
I was
out.
saying, Randy editing note. Put a picture of Goofy on the screen, but make it like a shitty silhouette so we don't get sued by the mouse.
Yeah,
That's
we're
a
not
good
gonna
call.
get sued by the mouse.
Or you could do the one who does the Goofy covers "Wake Me Up," which, oh gosh, I really
That was a good one.
appreciate.
Wake me up.
Wake me up.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Wake me up inside.
What? All right.
Punch
well,
Billy Bill.
Theo, that's about to go in the group message here because you need to see it.
Okay.
It's Goofy doing a cover of an Evanescence song. I don't know if
Hey.
it's My Immortal or if it's some other one.
Oh,
it's,
fun
it's
fact.
Wake Me Up. There's no more
I know
context
the
is
song.
needed.
So I've been doing GRE prep recently, and one of the words that came up on my vocab flashcards was evanescence, because I don't want to call it literate, but my vocab is my weakest subject, and so I learned the definition of the word, which is it's like momentary, fleeting, like very brief. That's my understanding currently, and I was like, hey, that's like Evanescence's band's career, and that's how I remember it. I just literally draw as many immature pictures on my flashcards to remember the words as possible, and that's what helps me at the end of the day.
What's happening in the game here? Wow, a lot's happening.
It's, some fuckers fucking with our perception of reality.
Spooky, stop
Those
it.
fucks. I don't know if you have to censor anything that we're saying, but
Nah.
No, you can say anything.
oh, great. I was about to list off a series of just swear words, but
Even
Just
my
an
favorite
Fuck
word,
word after
do that.
fuck word.
roast beef.
That one's getting censored.
No.
We've
Wait, real
established.
talk.
roast beef.
Can I ask you all a question? I'm a little confused here. So I was watching. I don't know if any of you've seen it, but I think it's on. It's at HBO or another network, but the Harley Quinn cartoon animated series. It's actually fantastic. It's very profane, but like good and tasteful at times. But there was an episode about how a guy said the word and like it just like was very not accepted. Is that a thing that we really can't say, like as opposed to like
I will
bitch or
say,
something?
honestly, that
it's-
is a word that I feel very uncomfortable saying. I don't know
Really?
why. That
It's a
is a word
very-
opposed to others, but
Yeah, it's a very harsh thing to say to
in
Not
America,
anywhere else, though. It's
particularly,
weird. Like, only in
I've seen a lot
America
of
is it that-
Australian
is
and
it
New
that
Zealand
harsh.
comics use that word and they're fine.
Yeah, so I grew up watching a lot of British comedy and stuff, and like that's just pretty ubiquitous. Whereas
Yeah.
I like I'm hearing that because I've said it so many times over the years, and I'm realizing like, oh, did I offend people?
That's very
Okay,
possible.
so yeah, that's okay though.
Just say it in a British accent. Be like, oh, you fucking. You know?
Wait,
pretty
speaking
good.
of that, this reminds me. So there was a time that Randy and Grant, one of our other friends from home,
Tug
visited me at college, and Randy and Grant, and actually we all went to a '90s themed party outdoors. That like I didn't know anybody there, so we pretended to be British exchange students that were part of an exchange student fraternity.
Great call.
I think okay. Wait. Let me see if I can remember it all. Randy, your name was Tony Fritz.
That sounds about right.
I was Angelo
That's it.
Godfrey.
Oh my god, I know what that name is from. And
What
I
is
won't
that
say
from?
What it is.
I use it in I love that name so much after having come up with it that I try to implement it into a script.
It's a really
Yeah,
good name
it's
because
a
you're like I
script
like to
dog.
go by
It's,
T
Tony
Fritz,
Fritz. It's a character.
and I use the Queen's English.
The Queen's English.
It's and then there was what was do you remember what Grant's name was?
No, I have no idea. All I
and then we
remember
met
is
this guy named Dan Jones.
Dan fucking Jones. That's what I remember from that night. Dan
There was
Jones.
this drunk guy who he bought into the story so hard.
Love it.
And we kind of like, he was so enigmatic. He was just like such an ideal like party frat bro, but he was just so upbeat and so positive, and he kept like
He was a nice
just
guy.
disappearing. And we came up with this idea that he is like a wandering party god, and he only appears when you need him the most, because every single time we would like try to start doing like weird jokes or start like taking pictures or rallying people up, he would always
there.
appear at that moment and be so enthusiastic with us.
He is the god of partying, and
That's
Randy editing
Dan
notes is
Jones.
definitely a Greek god of like parties and wine and such. And we need to put
Dionysus.
that in there now.
Yeah, that would be him.
Haha!
My boy.
Dan Jones and Isis.
Oh my god.
Yeah, right.
It's perfect. Dan Jones, wherever you are, miss you.
Bless your fucking little heart. What a gem.
What a fucking gem.
Roll Dan Jones.
I will say it's nice that we've lost Hug Jones over there, or Hug Gerald. Sorry,
Hug Gerald.
Gerald.
This thing really threw me.
Hug Gerald.
is gone. That's nice.
Yeah, we made it to 60 again. I feel like we haven't really had many enemies except for like the trippy one.
Hey, no, Theo, you can't do that. That's just like a clear jinx. Right?
Everything's just going so well so far. It's great.
Oh, Theo.
We're gonna make it to 700, no problem.
That's a really good voice. I wish I could do that.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I do have a series of voices that are okay, but they're for me, and when I play nerdy games like Dungeons and Dragons, that's when I pull those out. So.
I can mostly do like high pitched squeals and occasionally
The
sound
Southern
like a
Belle.
woman. Yeah,
I'm decent at those too.
I think it's
I have that skill.
I'm pretty sure if there is ever even like a 100 plus view count on a single video of like or many videos of ours, it's gonna be like, can Theo please stop doing Southern Belle accents? It's the only one I like know how to do and feel comfortable trying, but I just
The
hate.
Southern Belle just is a beautiful. Not that this is a very attractive Southern Belle. My goodness.
That's a pretty
Yeah,
good
yes,
Southern
yes.
Belle. He's got you beat, Theo.
Yeah, you know, honestly, by just literally speaking, I think most people do.
Oh my stars and garters, it's Theo. Cut
Oh, Randy editing note. Please,
Yeah.
please
Yeah.
edit out the last name.
Got it.
Theo, you got to do the Southern Belle for me because I'm just not familiar with exactly. Accent stuff.
Okay, give me something to read a little bit. I will grace you all with it.
Ooh, a phone call.
Didn't we just discuss that was a Five Nights at Freddy's reference?
Yeah, we did that.
We've done that before.
Yeah, in the
Okay, good.
first grouping of episodes.
I'm sorry, Theo. I'm on my fourth beer. I'm gonna ruin your
Hey,
anonymity.
I've had 3 old fashions and a beer, and I'm getting close to meeting a new one. So,
I just keep pouring whiskey into my glass.
oh, great call.
I'm not counting anything. There's nothing
Hey.
to measure.
Theo just has a garden hose attached to a bottle of whiskey and is just inhaling.
He's got that like soda drink hat from SpongeBob.
I like that
but there's like
imagery.
a super soaker attachment to it.
Actually, you know what I'd really like? You know those like little when you're watering like your plants, like with the long, like the little teapot kind of watering things. I'd like that for alcohol. Like it's like a frat bro, but for like a gardening fraternity. I want to do that.
That's all
Gardening
botanist party.
fraternity. Oh, you should make.
Wait
one,
a
Theo.
second. That
That's
seems
missing.
like a really fun idea. I want to be part of that.
It feels like a fun idea for a very certain type of person. I mean, I'm in that group. A gardening fraternity would be really fun, but very niche, I would say.
I wonder who supplies the vinyl for those little drink umbrellas.
The vinyl? What do you mean vinyl?
I'm pretty lost too, I gotta say.
I like how I
Maybe
just
there's
stopped all
someone else to get
conversation
more
with
context.
my drink umbrella.
No. I
It's
want
vinyl, isn't it? I
clarification.
wouldn't imagine it'd be anything. I mean, I guess it could be plastic or paper, but
Vinyl's
you got this
like isn't that like a material used for like kitchen and stuff?
I don't mean
I can't
vinyl.
remember if
I
it's
mean
flooring.
that other shit, that plasticky shit. Cut
They're
this,
what
Randy.
usually?
This is stupid. Why am I talking about umbrella drinks?
I don't know, man.
I'm just curious what part you're referring to. Are maybe you're referring to like the actual paper piece?
What the fuck?
Drink umbrella.
It's like usually a little paper. The umbrella piece is paper, and then the like stick is the wooden part, and then maybe
Yeah.
there's a little plastic cap.
There might be a
I'm
little
just-
wax in there too.
Oh, you know what? And then there's is it wood that also makes the part that like lets you fold and unfold it? Either way, I'm just trying to like deconstruct what you're talking about, because I'm curious now. I'm not trying to like roast you or anything.
Yeah. He's trying to reverse engineer your thoughts.
Sometimes I just say things that don't make sense, and then you guys in the comments have to figure it out later.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I don't know if
Russian
you
bot,
guys ever
come
do this.
back. Roast him.
Do you ever talk to yourself and just like, man, I wish, and then just like say like a stream of consciousness like group of things. Like sometimes I'll be like in the shower and I'm like, I wish I didn't have legs.
Remember
do you
that?
guys ever do
Remember
that?
in the last spooky episode where I talked about how I felt like my brain was big, and I made a reference to Alice in Wonderland.
I don't remember this.
Okay,
I don't
so
think that happened.
so my train of thought was going to the thing I was describing was called Alice in Wonderland syndrome, and I don't think anyone caught that because I was too drunk to explain it.
That is
So
the thing.
sometimes I'll just say things and they don't make sense until I'm sober.
I get
Until
that.
they do.
Sometimes you have to piece through it like you're doing a freaking Sherlock Holmes puzzle.
That's right. You gotta see all the pieces and. God
Oh,
damn!
I like the.
I hate Uncle.
Is that the uncle right there? Because for me, he's like Big Daddy.
I thought I was the uncle.
He's Uncle Lungo. We named.
Every man can have two uncles.
We named. It's
But
true.
only 2.
Only 2. After that, it's gratuitous.
It gets
That's right.
unwieldy. You just. Ugh.
All right, come on. 12 more rooms to go. We can do it. And
I like
by
how
we, I
we've
mean
developed a
specifically
system where we
the person
refer to
that
all of our
controls.
uncles by their first name. Like, wouldn't it be more efficient to say their last name?
No.
like,
well,
what
no,
if you have-
because uncles
Because
are.
what if they're all the same like brothers?
Yeah. If they're all brothers, then it's like uncle, whatever your last name is.
Uncle Jones,
That's just
Uncle
all-
Jones, Uncle Jones.
But what if you got 2 Uncle Wills?
I think that's less common.
Though one interesting thing that I recently learned about is how inefficient English is for referring to family members as it gets a little more like branched off.
Mm.
So like say, oh, you're referring to your grandma on your mom's side or your dad's side, like you actually have to like say this whole sentence to really refer or to explain that. In Swedish, it's apparently like so I understand it and please correct me because like, this is what my sister told me, so it's a few steps removed at this point, but
Mhm.
like the word mother is like more, I think. And then to say your mother's mother would be your more. And just like, so then you can easily kind of like extend to other family members by just kind of appending the words onto it rather than having to be like my so-and-so, so-and-so, so-and-so. Because in English, they really have like for the possessive part, there's a lot of effort required there. I don't know. Interesting thing I learned.
Well, you could do like mama and pama.
But doesn't
There's
that
some
sound
donks
weird?
and dinks here. Hold on. We should be utilizing the donks and dinks to find out where we're
Yeah.
He already got it. He's
Wait, can we drink whenever we get a donk? Oh, wait, damn it.
Randy's already beaten.
No more
Well,
donks.
Let's pretend that I already did. 'Cause,
Woo!
Mother
Hey guys, look, 6960.
69.6.
Okay.
69.7.
All right, come on. 2 more floors, and then we get a cool stopping point.
Randy,
Not stopping point, but
don't
we
chop
get
any
that-
brain jars open.
But
we
they're
need to be.
so
Yeah, what the
tempting.
fuck was that shit?
Oh.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. One before.
We
Yeah!
We made it, fam!
Where the brains at? Alright.
Where the brains at?
Alright. Also, I
Theo,
really
what's
liked
Oh, sorry?
watching the first couple episodes back while sober and just realizing every time we were in the elevator room, I kept mistaking my walking for someone knocking. It was
It was kind of creepy, though. The sound of you walking is, like, a little unrealistically spooky.
yeah.
Actually, speaking of spooky things, do we have favorite Halloween movies? Hey, beat up the glass. There's no
Gremlins.
brain in it. Go back to
Okay.
that glass. There's no brain. It's safe.
Gremlins.
Gremlins, okay.
It's kind of like a Christmas and a Halloween movie. Wait, maybe I'm thinking of. No, it's right. Don't they have like some Christmas stuff in Gremlins?
Gremlins? I don't remember. I know the car Gremlin, but the movie just don't feed him after midnight.
Randy's favorite horror movie is The Sandlot because of the really scary dog.
It gets me every time. When he comes up over the fence and grabs the ball. Oh man. I hate that
Oops.
movie.
Randy, Theo, what's your favorite episode of Neon Genesis Evangelion?
The one with Bay,
You mean Asuka or Rey?
the giant cube.
Oh, the giant cube. That's an angel. That's not
Ooh.
a waifu.
Taste the
Theo,
beef.
you actually-
Setting here.
Theo, you actually
Taste
said
the
something
beef.
real.
Oh, that's because I have vague knowledge of the fandom. I've never seen it.
Everyone watch Neon Genesis Evangelion. Or
I'm
you're
not
big
going to.
dumb. Oh, Theo.
Broken. Uh-oh. Everyone close your
Broke.
eyes. We're in the women's room.
Okay,
Well, I
wait,
broke
guys,
my
I'm ready.
one-
Theo, Southern Belle, go.
Okay. Well, I broke my one rule today. The management doesn't give out actual lunch breaks, so I can't go anywhere, and they won't allow outside food here. I mean, they actually screamed at the last customer who did that. Anyway, I had a burger. It wasn't bad, and I don't feel sick, so I might get a few every now and then.
Why are you in a haunted McDonald's?
You know, why?
It's a Taco Bell. Look at those toilets.
I got the Pizza Hut. Wait,
That's
guys.
definitely a Taco Bell. Look in there.
That's a big
That's a
key.
big key. Big key.
That is a big key.
So do I open this door? Oh, it's broken. Okay.
Do it.
It's broken.
BS.
I don't,
You try
Randy.
breaking
I don't
it?
know if you were present
the
for
door.
this, but one of like the few times that I got drunk in high school, or maybe it was like early college. We had like a small party at my house before we had moved, and my brother got really drunk and was obsessed with the song combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell. And so there was a point during the party where he just kept playing that song over and over, and it was just like awesome. He was just like standing by that iPod, playing that song over and over and just like jamming, and it was a really fun memory. Like, 'cause it's a really good song also.
And also, I can 100% see your brother doing that and just being like weirdly upset if anyone tries to change it. All right, who's doing their Southern Belle accent now?
I want to hear Matt's Southern Belle.
There was a horrible accident today. At least that's what the managers are calling it. One of the other employees brought in some outside food and got into a fight with the manager about it. The employee said the burgers here smell like sulfur, and then watched the manager grab the kid's neck and shove his head into the grill. The employees got up and ran out before anyone could do anything, and I'm told that he's fine, but that really shook me today.
I love that you went from like bad Southern Belle to Goofy by the end.
Goofy is a Southern Belle.
I was having fun. That was good. That was good.
Yeah, I loved it.
Man, I want to listen to Combination Pizza and Taco Bell. It's such a great song. Do you guys know it, by the way?
I do know it. By Das Racist.
Okay, just for context, it's literally like, I'm at the Pizza Hut, I'm at the Taco Bell, I'm at the Combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell, and it just does that over and over. And it's like this great hip hop song.
Brendan,
10 out of 10.
Oh,
I'm leaving. I fell asleep in my car today after eating one of those burgers. I remember brief flashes of a man or animal coming towards me and feeling like some huge, lumbering thing was wailing from deep underground as I continued eating. When I woke up, I was fine, but I had veered off the road. I don't know if it's some weird allergic reaction to a preservative that uses something much worse, but this is my last day.
Ooh. Spooky.
So,
well, hold
can
on,
we
hold on.
quick...
I was gonna say, I think we should end the episode there and then leave people on a cliffhanger for more Southern Belle and more Combination Pizza at Taco Bell in the next episode.
Combination
good
Pizza
call.
Hut and Southern Belle.
Ooh.
Put him in joke jail.
Spooky. All right. Bye.
See ya.